Hello and welcome back to another season of What's Up LU. I am Dr. Kevin Rome, president of Lincoln University, and we're excited to be in another new academic year. There are a lot of exciting things going on, a lot of exciting people on campus, and I am here today with several representatives from Lincoln University, and my first interview is going to be with the student government president at Lincoln University. I'm going to give her an opportunity to introduce herself, tell us a little bit about where she comes from, what she's majoring in, and then we'll take it from there. So please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon. My name is Shameka Kelley. I'm from Jefferson City, Missouri, and I'm majoring in mathematics.
So are you, as I think I know, you're a transfer student.
Yes, I'm a transfer
student. So tell me a little bit, where did you transfer from, and what made you come back home?
I transferred from Jackson State University, and what made me come back home was I really didn't like the school I was attending at first, and money reasons, it kind of got tight, so I decided to come back home.
So I want to say to all those students who are out there who say, I want to get out of Jefferson City, I don't want to go to Lincoln University, reconsider that decision and come to Lincoln University. You'll save yourself a little bit of time, and you'll graduate a little bit quicker. So back to the point. So tell us, you decided to run for student government president after being here a short period of time. What made you want to do that?
I saw a lot of things that were kind of different from my university, but I was so thrilled at coming here at Lincoln University. It wasn't what I expected. It was better than what I expected, but it had some things that it lacked. And I'm not one of those type of people who like to just sit around and complain about things. That gets annoying. So I just wanted to be a voice of change after that, once I realized I couldn't stop sitting around talking about it anymore.
And that's so important. What are some of the changes that you'd like to see happen here?
Some changes that I would like to see is more diversity within the students. I mean, we have diversity, but students don't interact as much with each other. Typically, the black and white students, we don't communicate as often as we should outside of our classrooms. Also, academic-wise, oftentimes when I hear students talking, it's not always about their classes, and we should be excelling a lot more in academics than we are.
So it sounds like you want to see true integration at Lincoln University, and I would agree with you. It's well past time for that to happen, and a much more studious student population, and I agree with you on that, and we're fortunate to have a student government president who's focusing on that. So what are some of the programs that you all will do, or what are some of the things that you'll emphasize this
Well,
year?
I know our goals are, the first goal is to help increase the retention rate. So one of the second goals is to help increase school pride. And then the third one is to reestablishing our relationship between the student body and the faculty members. And our last one is reestablishing our relationship, or establishing relationships with local businesses.
Okay, and how are you going to go about accomplishing some of those things?
For the retention rate, one of our plans is to have a raffle. So for students who earn a GPA between a 3.5 and a 4.0, we want to raise $500 for a book voucher, and for the student who wins the raffle, they will be awarded that book voucher for the next semester.
Okay, and then what about some of the other areas, like the pride in the school? And
for School Spirit, we've organized a pep squad named Maulers, so we're excited about that. They've attended 3 games so far, and we're trying to build more students and come along. And also, we've been participating in some of the community events like the Hot Dog Palooza, and so we're excited about those.
You didn't say Maulers. how could you do that for me? How do they do it?
Maulers.
Okay, all right. So, all right, and how will we get students more integrated? Do you have any ideas on how we can do that?
We've started dialogue about it, but we haven't put anything to action so far, besides having a meet and greet with some of the students in MLK, which is on the 4th floor, which is typically where some of our white students, they're populated in.
So if a student wants to contact you and they have ideas and they want to help with this, how can they reach you?
They can reach me by email, so shameka.kelley 509@my.lincolnu.edu, and also at the SGA office. It's in Scruggs University, room B2, and our phone number is 573-681-5340.
Hopefully we can edit that in later and it can be on the screen so people will be able to see that. So you've been here for a little over a year, you're back. What has your experience been like?
My experience has been very exciting. I've been networking a lot, getting to know a lot of people, and every day is a new experience. I learned something more about myself, and I learned something more about people and how to interact with them well. So I'm enjoying my time.
Okay. One of the things we've talked about is recruiting more local students, particularly from Jefferson City High School and from Hialeah's. What would you say to those students that, those are your peers, those are the students who you went to high school with, what would you say to them that would want them to attend Lincoln University?
One thing, it is very affordable. Lincoln University is a very affordable university, and we have great faculty and staff here that are willing to work with you and help with you. It's family oriented. So typically when you go off to big schools, you become a number. And here at Lincoln University, you're not a number, you're a student, and that's what's important.
Okay. Well, we definitely appreciate that. So what do you want to say to the student body at large who are viewing this? And if you can send a message to them, what message do you want to send to them?
The message that I would send to them is to strive to be great in everything that they do, excel as high as they possibly can this school year, and I'm excited to meet you if I have not met you yet.
So are there any friends out there you want to say hello to since you're on TV now, or any of your classmates?
I would like to give a shout out to my dear friend Kelley Poe. That was my first friend I had in college, and she also transferred here to Lincoln University with me.
Wise
And Precious Hardy, and also the members on my Student Government Association board.
Okay. Any faculty members you want to say something?
Faculty members, Mrs. Stallings, Dr. Argetti, Mrs. Clark, Mr. Sutton, Miss Nobles. I can't think of anyone else. Of course, you, Dr. Rowe.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So our football team is 1-2, and students have been coming out. What would you say to those students who've been missing the games?
It's a great experience to come out to the games. You hear the band playing. There's no reason that you have nothing else better to do on a Saturday, so you might as well just come out and enjoy the game and the excitement of everyone.
Okay. Well, this has been Ms. Shameka Kelley, Student Government President for 2014-2015. You're already off to a great start. You're doing a great job so far, and we look forward to what you're able to accomplish. And I thought you might want to give a plug for this big event that's happening in October on our campus. Homecoming. Homecoming. Do you want
the concert?
Well, just in general, anything about homecoming you want to? Well, we have a lot of events happening for homecoming, so I'll do it. Homecoming is October 18th. I believe that's the Saturday, but we'll have events that entire week leading up to homecoming. And we encourage all the students, faculty, and alumni to really get involved because you all have done a great job of planning, and so we want everyone to be involved. So continue the great work that you're doing and have a wonderful semester and a great academic year. So thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Over 1,000 Central Missouri kids are in foster care. Nearly 400 will age out of foster care without a forever family. You could be the one to make a difference. I'm Deanna Alonzo, former foster youth and executive director of the Central Missouri Foster Care and Adoption Association. Our organization supports foster and adoptive children and families. We are working to change the statistics for these kids. Be the one who makes a difference. Find out more at ccfosteradopt.com.
Welcome back to What's Up LU. I am Dr. Kevin Rome, President of Lincoln University, and today I'm fortunate to talk with the many leaders of Lincoln University, and now I have with me the new Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. I'll let him introduce himself, tell us who he is, and give us a little bit about his background, and please tell us.
Well, thank you for allowing me to come be on your show. I'm excited to be here. I'm Sewell, the new Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, as you mentioned. Coming from Houston, Texas, by way of Atlanta and Ohio. Prior to coming here, I was at another university called Kent State University, but I have enjoyed the last 8 weeks of being here at Lincoln University. My background is I'm from Morehouse College. I went to Morehouse College undergrad, majored in political science, master's at Texas Southern University in public administration and public policy. and I got a PhD in political science from Clark Atlanta University. And so for the last 15 years, I've been a professor and an administrator, and now I'm here serving Lincoln University as a provost.
Well, we're very pleased to have you here. You've already had an impact in your short time here. What made you want to go into higher education?
Wow, that's a good question. I had a great professor in college who made me think about not going to law school. He said, you know, there are a lot of lawyers out there, but there are very few professors in the area of political science, and you might want to considering that as a career. And so as a result, I spent my life as a professor and never thought about going into administration, never thought I would be good at it, but to some degree I've had some success, and so I've enjoyed it.
Well, we hope that you have continued success for many reasons. So you've been here for 8 weeks. What stands out?
Well, I think what I see often that's missing in many universities is the fact that there's a commitment to student success. Many universities talk about it, but I think there's a commitment here to making sure that every student is successful. Secondly, what stands out to me is the commitment to shared governance. I think we have a very committed opportunity for us to work with faculty in a very collaborative way. That doesn't happen on many universities, many campuses. So those two things are paramount in my perspective in regards to Lincoln University.
And I'm sure you've been able to observe, and I found this out pretty quickly, we have a really dedicated faculty and staff. We have some outstanding faculty members who go above and beyond. Tell me what it's been like meeting the faculty. I know you've met with everyone, and you started something. I want you to talk about a little bit your faculty club, something.
Well, two things that's very exciting. I have been on what I call a listening and learning tour. I want to make sure I'm aware of what's going on, the various stories that are taking place in the classroom, in the departments, in the colleges, because I want to be able to articulate in advance to our internal and external stakeholders what is taking place on our campus. That's how we get more funding. That's how we're able to attract more faculty. That's how we attract more students. So that's one thing. So I've been traveling around the depth and breadth of the university, academic departments, listening and learning about what's taking place across the campus. Secondly, we have put in place Faculty Club. We wanted to be able to, with the support of the president, actually, I want to thank you publicly and personally for supporting this initiative.
No problem.
We have been able to allow faculty to come together in a very informal way, mandated way to just come and talk and socialize in a very relaxed environment. The idea is for us to kind of create interdisciplinary opportunities through a very social environment. We know that oftentimes things take place when you're just talking about your research or your work, and someone can see some synergy to my work. And so we created Faculty Club. It takes place once a month on the first Thursday of every month for faculty to come together and talk about things that are social, but also how we can do some collaborations together across campus.
Okay. Well, I know as a provost you have to be engaging with the community. What would you like to say to the Jefferson City community out there?
I would say to the general community that Lincoln is here to serve and to be a partner with you. We hope that the community sees us as an asset and that we can build a stronger partnership together. We truly believe here that it's a commitment to community. Community is community and the university in a type of shared partnership. There is no silos between the town and gown. That we're here to serve them as well as to work with them, likewise they with us. And so we have some exciting initiatives that are taking place across campus. I will share with one that we just created this new program called the Dropping Knowledge lecture series, which we'll be inviting noted scholars from across the country to come to our campus. And we'll be inviting the public to come and be a part of these conversations. The idea is for us to begin to think critically about how this university can help engage and inform the broader community. And so we hope that the community will join us in these various opportunities.
Okay. You had a chance to go through your first registration here and your first fall convocation, which you did an outstanding job as a speaker. What message do you want to send out to the students?
That this university is a great university. I think people often take advantage of or do not always appreciate this great university. I want them to understand that this university is about making people better and not bitter. I would say to anyone that this university is poised to return back to its prominence, how it was in years gone by. We have this new thing we're talking about, quest for distinction. How do we make Lincoln University even more distinct than it has been in the past? And so we have some great initiatives that we'll be talking about. We'll be rolling out real soon in regards to academic affairs. How do we make the academic affairs unit more distinct? So students who are interested in coming here, we'd love to have you come. I think you'll find some very innovative programs, some new ideas, new creative curriculum that'll be speaking to your needs as a student and as a career option as well.
You know, you're new to the campus, new to the environment, and everyone, when someone's new, everyone will say, who is he? Tell us about him. Tell us a little. So how would you describe yourself? What do you want people to know about you?
That's a good question. I've never thought about that question. I think if someone asks me who am I would say that I am someone who is committed to making a difference in the world. The great educator Horace Mann Bond said one should be afraid to die until they made a difference in the world. Every day I'm striving to make a difference and leave a legacy for those who come behind me. So that's who I am.
That's awesome. So what do you like to do for fun? What is, tell us more about yourself. What do you do?
I work.
Okay.
No, actually, you know, I'm a pretty, I travel a lot. I do a lot of traveling. Me being new to the community, I spend a lot of time at the office, but I am learning my way. I'm in the gym. I use the YMCA every morning. I'm at the gym around 5 in the morning. So I'm around. I'm enjoying many of the eateries around the city. So you probably see me driving around and eating throughout the various restaurants. But, you know, I tell people all the time, Jefferson City is not as small as people think it is. And coming from Atlanta, many of my friends say, well, I can't believe you're coming to such a small town. But I admit to you, it is far larger than my previous city in which I was staying for a while. We have more restaurants, we have more things to do, and I have enjoyed the 7 weeks that I've been here, 8 weeks now. I look forward to another 10 more years to be here as well.
Okay, as we wrap up, what's that last message you want to send to our audience and to the students and the faculty and the staff in the community?
I would say to the general community that the best is yet to come. Stay with us, stay committed to us, allow us to work with you to move this university to another level. I think in the next 5 years, people will not even recognize the great things that will come from this university. So I'm looking forward to being part of it.
Well, thank you for being here with us.
me.
Thank you for your passion and for your commitment. We're very fortunate to have Sewell as our Provost and Vice President for Student Affairs, and we're looking forward to great things from him. So the best is yet to come. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
The Boys and Girls Club works to enable all youth, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, responsible, and caring adults.
Success is within the reach of every young person who enters our doors. We work with youth to ensure they achieve academic success, develop good character and citizenship, and have a healthy lifestyle.
Boys and Girls Club of the capital city. While some doors just open, our doors transform. Great futures start here.
Find us online at bgcjc.com and like us on Facebook. We're proud to be a United Way partner agency.
Welcome back to What's Up LU, and I am Dr. Kevin Rome, President of Lincoln University. I am fortunate to be with two great leaders on our campus, and leadership is so pertinent to the success of an institution. Today I have the chair of the Faculty Senate and the chair of the Staff Council to tell us a little bit about what's going on, and they will introduce themselves now, and we'll start with the Faculty Senate.
Hi, my name is Dr. Amy Gossett. I'm a political scientist by trade, but this is my second year as Faculty Senate chair. And It has been a great time to be chair. We've had a lot of positive change on campus, and I'm very excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Cindy?
Thank you. I'm Cindy Borgwordt, and I am the new chair for Staff Council. I'm really excited to have this role. We've got an absolutely fantastic staff. A lot of people don't realize, but out of our 450 employees, 300 are staff, and most of them are alumni. So it's really, really exciting, and I can reflect on what Amy said, that we do have real opportunities here with our new leadership, with you coming on board. Staff are very excited to get on board and follow your priorities, and it's really an exciting time.
Well, thank you. So for those people who are out there who don't know what Faculty Senate or Staff Council do, could you tell us a little bit about Staff Council, and then you tell us a little bit about Faculty Senate?
Sure, thank you. Earlier, it was mentioned about shared governance, and what shared governance is you have 3 different categories of personnel at Lincoln University. You have students, faculty, and staff. And so that everyone has an equal opportunity in opportunities and issues and helping leadership decide on ways to approach things. Each one of these groups has a council or their own governing unit, and they can address issues and they can advise the president, which then you take to the board of curators. And it is a real opportunity, as was mentioned earlier. It doesn't happen in other universities, and it's only been within the last few years that there was a staff council that had equal opportunity in the shared governance. So staff is really excited about that.
Well, great. And tell us about Faculty Senate, Amy.
Well, unlike other universities, every member of the faculty is on the Senate, which I find very exciting and rare for that matter. Every constituency on campus has a different perspective and sees issues from different angles. And so I think it's an amazing opportunity to have everyone who is an expert in their own area. I mean, you're going to know what works and doesn't work in your area more than anyone else, have a voice, and so together we can truly move the university forward. Faculty tend to be very siloed in their own right. Disciplines are very separated. So it is an opportunity for us to come together and talk about common issues and common themes and ways to best address teaching students.
And one of the things I've experienced here is that it seems that faculty know each other much more than other places that I've worked. Even though they may be siloed in their disciplines, socially they seem to know each other much more. How does that impact how the faculty operates here?
You know, I think that has a lot to do with the Senate, because every member of the faculty is a member of the Senate. We see each other every month, and typically you can almost predict who's going to say what in some of the meetings. It is incredibly. It's nice to know that your coworkers are actually more than just people you pass in the hall. That they do have some of the same concerns and same issues that you may have, and really see opportunities for solutions. And we don't have to reinvent the wheel on every single one of our classes. So I find it very much more collegial at this university than I have.
I agree 100%. And for the staff, we know that staff are here 24/7. There's always a staff member on campus working, and sometimes staff don't feel included. So what would you say to someone who says, well, staff, what's their involvement at the university? What do they do?
Well, you have to make your own opportunities. The opportunity is there. Step up and start becoming involved. Become involved in the students. Although faculty have one-on-one in the classroom, we have staff that work on the grounds, we have coaches, we have directors, we have residential counselors, advisors. We have staff at every single level, and no matter what that level, they can interact with the student, and they can also interact with the faculty. Yes. So there's great opportunities, but step outside your box and take advantage of this new opportunity, and let's move forward and build a really great team and reach out to the community.
What I like about what you said is that you took a comprehensive approach of including all staff in this with the grounds, with the residential life. Sometimes people think it's the directors or it's just people in leadership positions, but it's really inclusive of everyone. And so I like the way you put that.
Great.
You know, I know that every institution has their challenges. And so what are the areas that you all would like to see the university focus on this year from your different perspectives? They could overlap.
Go ahead, Amy.
Well, for one, I want to speak to what you said a second ago, first of all. The staff, I think, have more opportunities than we do to interact with students because I see them for an hour at a time, three times a week or twice a week. And I find that I learned a lot more from staff than I do even talking to other faculty members. Staff is the lifeblood of the university. Without, it wouldn't run from top down in every which way. So I'm very thankful for that. And you guys should have a voice, certainly. As far as agendas for this academic year, we are so excited to have Dr. Sewell on board. It's been too long since we had a permanent VP of academic affairs. So his listening and learning tour that he's been on, I know we are incredibly optimistic. I've been getting feedback from faculty a lot. The creativity that I see happening in the next couple of years, or being allowed to happen in the next couple of years, is very, very exciting. So I think for this year, we're going to be setting our creative agenda and looking for opportunities to innovate curriculum and the way that we help students.
Good. What are some of the...
Thank you for your comments, Amy. They're appreciated. I think for staff, I really look to empower staff. Let them know that they have the ability to make this the best job that they could possibly have. You're right, it is all about students, and interact with the students. Your priority has been recruitment and retention, and staff play a huge role in that.
Oh, yeah.
As we know with recruitment and retention, it's all about student satisfaction. How are they satisfied? Well, they live in the dorms, and it's our staff that take care of the dorms. They go
We'll
to
say
the
residence
games.
halls
and
because we
it's
don't want to upset
oh,
the staff.
okay.
We'll say residence halls.
Okay, thank you for that correction. I appreciate it. But I want to empower staff and let them know that everyone can be involved in recruitment and retention. Something as simple as knowing where all the buildings are. If a student asks a question where something is, you know the answer and you're not telling them go see someone else. Or if they have a question about a program, you're familiar with our farm programs, you're familiar with the history department, even though you're staff. I think everyone can learn more about Lincoln.
And I'm glad both of you brought that up because I want to send out a message to say thank you to the faculty and staff, and please take this message back to them. We had a 26% increase in our freshman class, and that's because of the Blue Tiger Days. The faculty were there, the staff was there, everyone welcomed the students, and we showed that there's a great interest in Lincoln University, and students will be here. And so that's the message that we need to be sending out there. And our retention numbers have gone from 38%, 39% 3 years ago to preliminarily 64% this year. So that's because of the great collaboration and work of the faculty, the staff, the administration, the students. Everyone is changing a culture, and that can only happen with synergy and all of us working together. So everyone should be applauded for that. I know we're running out of time, but we didn't bring this up, and I appreciate it, but I know budget and salaries and pay has been an issue, and I said this a year ago, and this is my second year. We're committed to impacting salaries, and I've met with Sandy Ketting, our comptroller, and we are looking at ways that we may not be able to give everyone a raise this year, but we are determined to put aside a pot of money for raises for the most needy, and then, but we're going to let people decide how to use that money. But our goal is over the next couple of years to increase pay for faculty and staff. It's because you're doing the work. We're doing the work, and people should be compensated for that. And so I really wanted to say that now, to say that it's acknowledged, it's being acknowledged, all the hard work that everyone's been doing, all the collaboration, and people should be rewarded for hard work, and that's what we're committed to.
I want to tell you that all of staff, 100%, applauds you on that. Thank you.
Absolutely. And collaboration is the key. I think valuing people on campus, which is what you've done over this last year, and we are all so thankful for. You value your people and you reward your people in a lot of different ways, not just monetarily, and they will work for you,
Right.
and you will have collaboration. So I think it is so wonderful to see the cultural change. It really is. And I love
really
that
is.
the student said it really well earlier. You are not a number. You are part of the Lincoln community when you come here. We know all of your names in class.
So thank you so much for coming. I know we're running out of time. Thank you for viewing another episode of What's Up LU. And we're just going up and up and up, and things are getting better. We're so fortunate to have the students, the faculty, and staff that we have. And to all of those local residents, potential students who are out there, you can choose a better location, a better institution to increase your education. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.